Alright everyone, I'm here to give you my third Walking Dead review of the day, I believe it is, but I could be wrong. Um, this one came out, this one's season 3 episode 11. It's called I Ain't a Judas. I don't know how to pronounce the word, but yeah. I don't know, it will be, it's in the title though. It came out on February 24th, 2013, and what happens here, it's actually pretty, this actually was a good episode. It starts off with, Rick and his group trying to decide what to do. Because now the place is overrun by walkers and they don't really have the ammunition now to hold them off because there's so many of them. And they uh, and they don't really have any more. They're running out of food. And they think they should just leave. Everyone wants to leave, but Rick doesn't want to leave. They have to. They say they should stay there and hold off the fort. And Glenn agrees. But then Mel talks about how they should have just left last night because what Philip did to them was going to be nothing. They can do a lot worse. They can make us starve if they wanted to, he said. Um, and Maggie's like, hey, you started this all. And wants him to lock him in the other cell. And Dale's like, he has a point. Beth's like, what do we do? And Herschel said wants to just leave. And um, Rick goes to walk away, and Herschel goes off on him, says, we know you've been in a funk. That kind of what he says. You haven't been, your mind hasn't been with it, but this is, and we understand why. But this isn't the reason to, now's not the time to start doing this. You said this isn't a democracy, and we need you now more than ever. And he trusts his family's lives in their hands. And then Rick is like outside looking through using the binoculars, looking through the I guess the walkers, and Carl comes in and says, "If hey Dad, if I say something, will you not get mad?" He's like, "No, of course not." And he says, "I don't think you should be the leader anymore. I think you should leave everything to Herschel and Dale. I think you need a break. You need some rest." And he did not look happy when he said that. And Carl walks off, and then it cuts to the theme song. I thought this was a good way to start off the show. Um, and it didn't. This I guess went nowhere, but I don't know what's going on. Maybe this will go somewhere soon. With Rick not being the leader anymore. I don't really think he will. I think he'll still be the leader no matter what, though, considering the fact that that he's the main character. So why wouldn't he be the leader? I'd be fine though if that would actually be a nice change though if he gave up his leadership of the group. Maybe now we were finding out what his leadership lies, and have Dale be the leader, and yeah, that'd be cool. Because lately he hasn't really been in the episodes a lot. He's been kind of like minor. Um, I've noticed. Like he's been in it like here and there, but this when he has been in, it's been a big deal though. So maybe they don't want to. Maybe they want to give the other characters more screen time for more money. Um, because it's just kind of how it is. Um, so then now it cuts to the actual episode. It cuts to the real world, and Philip and Milton are going through accounting the members of the town, accounting the citizens, because I guess because they're gonna go to war now. They're gonna learn. They're gonna be an army now to fight off Rick's group, um, and Andrea isn't happy about this. She's not happy too that Philip went to the prison last night, and isn't happy that Milton um, knows about it. Well, he says he doesn't know about it. Says he really didn't know about it until this morning. Um, and she says she wants to visit the prison. She wants to go see all their friends, have work this out so it doesn't become a big army. And Philip doesn't want it to. And she says, before she leaves, he says, if you go to the prison, don't bother coming back. And yeah, it was kind of a good scene. And then somebody's mother is pissed because of child's like 14 years old, because it's 14-year-olds are going too. and he's like, and he's upset that he has to go because he has asthma. And they talk about too, there was this old lady that has arthritis, and they talk about all these symptoms. Um, and then she's like, I thought we were trained to just protect ourselves and not build an army. And Martina says, we're not here. That's the only way we can protect ourselves nowadays is to build an army. And what else happens next? I think Herschel came in to Merle's room and he talks about how his leg got cut off and how Rick saved his life, and he quotes a book, and Merle knows the book because Woodbury had a great library, and he talks about how Philip can do worse things. He kind of goes off about that a little bit more, how he can kill all your daughters, kill Glenn, and he can just leave Rick for last just so you know that he killed his son and his baby. That was weird. Um, and that's kind of how it ended. He just talked about how twisted this guy is. And what else happens? Anything like important in the prison happens? Um, Carol goes to see Dale and talks about how she's happy he's back, and how that that she thinks Mel's like a bad influence on her. That you've come so far, that you've changed since then. Don't let him change you or something. Uh, and yeah, that's kind of how it went. I think they're teasing that they're gonna be a couple, but I'm not even sure anymore because they had Axel, which was the last prisoner that Philip killed, and yeah, don't really know where that's going. I don't know where this is going. So then, Andrea wants to go to the prison. Uh, she wants Milton to sneak her over there without the governor finding out. And she even asked too one last time, "Did you know that the governor was there?" And he's like, "I had no idea. I would have told him not to do this. I would have advised against it." And the governor lied to her too, saying that Rick fired first. Um, and I thought it was really strange. Um, I have a feeling he knows. Like he's like in on this somehow. It doesn't look like he is, but he's in on it somehow. Like he's like weird. Um, like he's like in on it somehow because it seems like he's a bad guy. Like he's just screams bad guy. He kind of screams mad scientist to me too. He's trying to figure out all this Walker stuff. Um, and I think I don't mind him. And he feels like he's not like he feels like a filler character, but he's not complete filler. If that makes sense. Um, like once the governor dies, we'll never see this guy again. Because I have a feeling they're gonna get the governor eventually. Obviously. Um, and then what happens next? Um, so she wants Milton to sneak her over to the prison, just talk to her friends. He advises against it, and eventually he's like, just think about it. So he tells the governor about it and says, let her go. She asked for help. Good job. Which was weird that he just let her go. So they're going to the prison. Um, they take down a walker. They do the same thing that Michonne, I think I finally have her name down. It's the person I would call Michelle. It's that black chick with the sword. I think it's Michonne. Um, I don't know if that's the name, but I'm going with it. And she does the same thing she did when she had those two walkers. She cuts their arms off, and then what happens is they like they do something to their mouth. They take out their teeth so they can't bite you, and they put them in a sling. Not really a sling, but like the same thing. I don't really know what it's called, but yeah, they do that, and other walkers come, and the group, Tyrese's group, not Tyrese's group, um, comes in and saves them, and says and talks about how they're in, and Milton and Andrea talk about how they're in a town now, and they want to go in the town. He's like, "Do you take new members?" And he's like, "Yeah, all the time," and they do it. So I thought it was good. I never thought we would see these people again, but we're gonna see them now, and you're gonna find and I'm just gonna cover this now. When they got to these people, when Tyrese's group got to this, the governor said this. Philip said the exact same thing that he said to Andrea when they first met. How he acted like the same niceness, like he's brainwashing these people. Like you have food, water, everything. Um, and yeah, he's just I think he brainwashes people. I've noticed it before, but it wasn't exact until this. Like he brainwashes people. Um, and They talk about how they bring up how Rick's group attacked them, and Tyrese's talk about how Rick's crazy because he doesn't know that he lost his wife, and everything was all cool until Rick. He's just a nutcase. They talk about how they were in the prison, and yeah, kind of like it was kind. I liked it. And now they're gonna help out. They're gonna help out in this war. They're gonna join Phillips' group. So really, Rick screwed himself now. Um, I guess technically Lori did too, because he saw Lori. And then Andrea makes it to the prison, calls Caesar, and I guess Rick has suspicion since Philip's her boyfriend, and she makes her hold, says asks if she has her weapons on her and stuff, and he's just kind of being a dick to her, and she gets like the big 411, what's going on, the big information, how Shane didn't make it, how Lori didn't make it, how T Dog didn't make it, how everyone didn't make it. They talked about too how and Andrea says that and Andrea says and Andrea finds out that Philip's a liar, really. That that the governor shot them first, all blah blah blah. How he sent Mo to go after Rashon. That just sounds so weird. Me saying it. What else? She even talked about too how you should just make peace with them. We can take you guys in because you guys look like you're broke. You guys and you guys aren't living in good conditions. Um, and she talks about how and it kind of becomes cold, and she talks about how they have a whole army, and they say, well, then let them come because we have nothing to discuss now. And what else happens? Rashawn talks about how that town brainwashed you. I knew what was wrong the second we got there, and yeah, I liked that part. And then what happens is Andrea meets Little Ass Kicker and slash Judith, and she finds out that Rick killed Shane and how all what happened with that. She finds out how T Dog died, like actually how it happened. She didn't know how it happened. She finds out how Lori died, and then she leaves. They tell her to take care, and they give her a gun and a pocket knife. At first, I thought it was just to defend herself, but I think I know. Because then Carol even said something like, "You better let this guy sleep. Give him the best night he's ever had, so you can end him, so we can end this war." And then Andrea gets back to the town, and she tells the governor that she went to the prison, and how and he mentions what does he mention? Dale, Merle, Michonne, and talks about Rick. And I guess he knows Rick's name now. I guess they found out who he was. Um, and she asks, "Did they send you here?" And she's like, "No, I came on my own." And she asks, "Why?" And she says, "I wanted to I wanted to," and she says, and he's like, "I know why. You belong here." So it seems like that she's come brainwashed by this guy. Like he knows how to brainwash people. I don't know how, but it seems like if you go into this town, it's like a big brainwash. Um, and then at the prison, at Rick's group, Beth is singing this song. I forget the song now, but let me see if references. It would tell me though. yeah, she took. It doesn't say what the song is, but it was she was singing this song, and I don't remember what the name of the song is. And um, Rick talks about how he's going off to like a run. I think he's gonna go to the town, and he's gonna take Mushun. I guess maybe to as like a what's it called, initiation maybe to the group, and he's gonna take Carl. He thinks he's ready. Um, and then he wants Dale to stay here, and he's happy he's back, but I guess they're gonna keep Will. But it's Dale's job to keep an eye on him. And then Andrea, who had just finished having sex with Philip, grabs the pocket like she's gonna kill Philip, but she just can't do it. And yeah, I thought that was good. That's how it ends. I wonder what happens with this. I don't know why she can't kill this guy. Maybe because she loves this guy for some reason after he just went and killed your friends. She even talked about too how this group's broke. How Rick's become cold, and you definitely notice a change in Rick. I mean, but he has a reason. I mean, his wife died from this thing. He had to kill his best friend. Like I would change too, probably. I mean, this is a world like that changes who you are. Um, like the governor, he even says that he makes sure that everyone stands a healthy lifestyle, like in this world, like a normal lifestyle. But he doesn't even have a normal lifestyle himself. This guy is bad. Um, and I think what I liked about this guy is this guy. I don't know what I liked about this guy. Maybe that this guy is a badass. Shane was a badass too, but I think I like with this guy's he actually is like in power, and he actually is smart. Shane was smart, but he was more of a hothead, if that makes sense. Obviously it should make sense, but he was a hothead. He killed everyone. The only smart thing he really did was try to kill that kid. I forget his name. Um, Randy, when he tried to kill Randy, which failed. I mean, Rick knew what he was up to because they knew. Uh, yeah. I mean, I think the world changed Shane too as well. I mean, I don't even want to get into that, but what else is gonna? I mean, once they get the governor, I bet they're just gonna have another villain and then another villain. This governor's storyline's really awesome though. And I guess Rick is gonna still be the leader because yeah, nothing really came of that. I kind of wish maybe they done a little more. And Rick actually acted a little bit more normal this episode. Um, even though he wasn't really in this episode really a lot either. He hasn't really been in it a lot lately, which I'm fine with. Like I said, because Beth, I guess has been in it more. Um, and I guess something I noticed too is Rick. I know he's hold his kid before, but he never hold his kid. But he actually is taking care of his kid. He hasn't really been taking care of his kid since it's really been born. So I'm happy about that. I wonder if I'm happy about that. But yeah, I'm pretty happy. I can't wait to see what happens. I'm gonna probably watch. I'm gonna try to get another review up. I'll probably get one last one before the day is over.